Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the restoration of the Bangers and Cash Restoring Classics Opel Manta A. Now this car will be on TV. Make sure you catch the previous episodes 1 and 2, which I'll leave a link in the description. Now this is a mess at the moment. We'll call this patina, but this is actually under seal from the bottom of the car. So in the previous episode, which I'll leave a link in the description, we completely disassembled the car. We got all of the under seal off. We did some rust repairs and we started that all important chassis rail. Now in this episode, we've actually got Joe here today, who is doing the filming for the Bangers and Cash series, which will be aired hopefully in January. And well, it's going to be January now while you're watching this, but it's not January now because it's actually August now. But anyway, so we've got Joe here. He's going to be filming, so you will see him in this series as well. And we're going to try and get this car back on its wheels. I know it doesn't look like it because it's a lot of work, but we've got the chassis rail to do, we've got other bits of rust repair to do, we've got all the Dinitrol treatment to do, the etch primer, and hopefully we're going to get that running gear back together as well because we've got it powder coated, so I'll roll the footage of that as well. So we'll start on the chassis rail, we'll get all the rust repairs done, and then we'll get onto that running gear.
But first, a quick word about the sponsors of this video. This magnificent machine is an xTool Metal Fab. It's a laser welder, a rust remover, a handheld laser cutter, and a CNC table all in one. Right now, today we're going to be concentrating on the CNC side of the Metal Fab, because for our builds we want to start putting build nameplates on them. A YCR build nameplate. So the first one we're going to do is the SEMA 2026 Datsun 260 Liberty Walk gull wing door car, and we're going to show you how easy it actually is in the Metal Fab. So the first thing we do is load up the xTool Studio app. From there, we're going to click on New Project, and we're going to add the machine that we're using from the device settings. Right now, ours is connected via Wi-Fi, so we don't have to take our laptop over to the machine. We can actually do it anywhere in the shop. So we click on Wi-Fi and we wait for our Metal Fab to turn up here. And there it is. We just click on that, confirm that, because we haven't set the welder to connect up to it. And from there, up in this corner, we just want to work our way down here. So we want to decide what material. The material we're going to be using, the one we want is in our recents. That's 1mm carbon steel. And all we do is apply that. We choose as nozzle, we're using the Save Gas nozzle. Just makes for a cleaner cut, just confirm that. And even though we've got this set to 1.1mm, which is the closest, we're actually using 1.2mm steel. And from there, we want to get a piece of steel big enough to put whatever we're cutting out on. Now, as soon as you've done that, where your 1.2mm is, that little picture icon, click on that and your metal should turn up just there. There we go. Then what we're going to do is, in this area, we're just going to design ourselves a nameplate. Once that's done, what we've got to do is we've got to calibrate the active sensor and we've got to set the parameters. Now, we're going to want to cut through all the way through this, so we're going to use 100%. The speed, we're going to go for about 150. The only reason I'm going for 150 is with our compressed air, it seems to be fast enough to cut it, but not too slow to leave too much dross on there. Now, if you do use nitrogen or oxygen, it does make for a cleaner cut. But as you'll see with this, it is very clean with just compressed air. Now from there, all we've got to do is calibrate that active sensor. As soon as we're happy, press the process in the corner. It'll then tell you what you need to set the knob on the side of your laser head is. You just click start. Then it's just a case of pressing the big blue button. Moment of truth. And there we have it. And all we did was we grabbed that and we just resized it. So that one's going to go in the engine bay. That one's going to go on the outside of the car. A little bit stuck back in there. There we go. Awesome. Right, and there we go. All we've done is I've just hit this with a bit of 320 just on a DA, and look at that. Absolutely superb. And here's some other bits I made at the same time. What a fantastic tool. And with that said, let's get back to the video.
Right, so this is Joe. Joe, how's it going?
Nice to meet you, mate. It's a bit of a role reversal, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
About 10 minutes ago I was filming you, and now we switched around, didn't we?
No,
so I'm being filmed.
Yeah, so you're the man behind the big camera.
Yes.
And the big lights.
Yes.
And we've got these little tiny phones, and you've got the massive camera.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What's it like being behind the camera instead of behind the camera?
Well, we'll find out, shall we? We'll find out as we go along.
Right, so
yeah, a little bit different.
Working on the Opel Manta A, what do you reckon so far? I mean, it looks a bit worse for wear, don't you think?
No, but I am actually surprised how good it is.
Yeah.
Because this is actually the first time I've seen this car. So to see what you've done so far, the stage we're at now, and there's no major problems with it thus far. Actually, thus far, I think you've done a great job. It looks good. We're on the right direction. For us, making the programme, it's always a bit of a balance between money, how far we take it, because we always get told, do we make it concourse? It's going to cost you a lot of money. Or do you do the main things? Cost you a little bit less money, but might be a little bit less desirable for people. So it's always that constant, how far do you take things? And I think from what you've said to us, we're probably on the right balance with this, aren't we?
I think we are, because like you say, you can throw 50, 60,000 pounds at this car, but this car is always going to be worth between, you know, a certain amount. You know, even if you plough 100,000 into it, doesn't mean it's going to be worth 100,000 at the end of it. But this is a very, very clean example of a Manta A, which is pleasantly surprising, because I mean the Porsche Colin Firth's car, you know, they're absolute rock boxes. Absolute rock boxes. So this is nice. And it's a quick build as well. So I think we've got over that hump of all the dirty work, because we've got all the underseal stripped, which links in the description to the previous episode. So how does this compare to other ones that you've filmed before on the series?
Well, some of them naturally, some of them are like this. You strip it all down and it's a lot more work than what you thought. So for us, the classic was the Land Rover. Took that all apart. Was a lot more work than what we were expecting. Obviously a bit more money than what we were expecting. But we had the right people doing it. Did exactly the right things. Managed to make the money easy, sort of achievable, I guess. And we got an absolutely fantastic motor from that. We are literally delving into the world of restoration. So a lot of it, even though we're getting better at picking the cars, a lot of it is bringing them to people like you guys and sort of taking your advice and your experience and working out what we do with it. And I think that's what we've done with this, do you think?
I mean, to be fair, it could have ended up like the Porsche, where it looked really nice to start with, and then it was just an absolute rock box. But we got lucky with this one.
We did, and that's what we want. I mean, for anyone that's restoring a classic car, the last thing you want to do is buy it. You want to do a bit of budget for it, and then
your budget's blown out.
Your budget's blown under the water as soon as you strip the car down. So the fact that we've not ended up in that position with this is good, isn't it?
Yeah,
just to start.
It really is. Yeah. So I think we'll stop rambling on because we've got a lot of work to do.
Got a lot of work to do.
So we're going to get this chassis rail extended. My dad's made the piece. We'll extend that and then we'll get it on the car and then continue with the fabrication and hopefully get the car on its wheels today.
Fingers crossed.
Now, getting the car back on its wheels was a big ask because there was so much to do. But we were determined to get it into the paint shop so we could start on the next phase of this rebuild. Now, getting this side of the chassis rail lined up correctly actually took us longer than we were expecting. But we needed to make sure we got those mounting points in the correct place. But it slowly started to shape up, with the odd occasional bump in the road. Now, with a bit of bashing, a bit of welding and a bit of grinding, eventually they were in place. Now, as with most pattern panels, you do have to give them a bit of bashing to make them seat where they should.
Right, that's the chassis rail all welded on. Now, we're slightly running out of time today, so my dad's going to continue cleaning all this up, all these welds, get it all nice and primed and protected, and that'll be done. While we're doing that, my Uncle John's on fire watch just up there. You can see his hand. And me and my Uncle Richard are going to jump onto that running gear. So we're going to get the front and rear running gear all assembled, ready to go. And then hopefully by that time, my dad's sorted the chassis rail out and we can get all of this edge primed. Right, so this is the front and rear running gear. We've loosely placed it where it needs to be. We've got all the bolts ready, so hopefully we should be able to just knock it together. What do you reckon, half an hour?
Easy.
Yeah, half an hour, 25 minutes. So we've got the front here, the rear, and yeah, let's just get into it.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
Now I think half an hour was just a little bit optimistic. These things usually take half a day to do right. And as always, take plenty of pictures for reference when you're rebuilding. We were definitely slowed down by the occasional team meeting for filming. Now eventually, apart from tightening a few bolts, it was all together and ready for the car.
Right, so that's the front and the rear subframe all built. We've not put the springs in because we've misplaced the spring compressors, unfortunately, but we can still get it on the car and get it moving. So we first need to edge prime the car. So my dad's done all the repairs that he needs to do. The chassis rail is all nice and primed now and protected. He's ground all the welds down as well, so that's all sorted. So now we can get some edge primer on the car and get it fully protected for good.
Now this is the nice part. At this point, it feels like you're going forward instead of backwards.
that is the etch primer, all done and dusted. And it's so nice getting it all in one colour, and because before it was like black and red and all sorts of colours. Anyway, it's all one colour now, which is good. And now we're going to move on to the Dinitrol 445 and the 4941. Now this is a stone protection which goes in the arches, and this is the underbody protection which is self-healing, self-knitting. So I'll first start with the 445, give it a good shake, get it in all the arches, and then we can get onto the 4941.
And getting the final coat on the underneath of the car definitely feels like a massive step forward.
Right, so we've got the underbody protection on, and it still surprises me how good this stuff is. I mean, I've used this on 5 projects on YouTube already, and literally it still surprises me how brand new it makes the car look. Now, links in the description to Dinitrol, do check them out. We've used the 4941 and the 445. The 445 is the stone chip, 4941 is the underbody, self-knitting, self-healing stuff. So links in the description to them. Do give them a follow on Instagram, check out the products because they are very good. The only thing we haven't done is we've not done the cavity wax, which we will do that maybe later in this episode. But for now, we need to get the running gear on, the front and rear running gear, get it down on the ground, then we can roll it into the paint shop.
Now, getting it ready for the paint shop was the target, but this was the first time today that it looked achievable. And with everybody on the job, everything went according to plan and the front and rear subframes just slotted in. And the final result? The underbody looked like it had just come out of the factory.
Major milestone. We've managed to get the front and the rear running gear on. Now, it didn't take too long either. We had a couple of issues trying to line things up and we had to use a couple of tapping sticks, but we've managed to get both of them on. So the only thing left now is to lower it on the ground and push it into the paint shop.
Well, we didn't quite get it in the paint shop, but we did get it on the ground.
Huge milestone, eh?
It's a massive milestone.
Huge
I mean, look what we've done today.
I know, all in a day as well. It's
I could not,
isn't it?
I did not think today that I'd see the car like this.
Yeah.
And you've done it.
I bet when we're saying we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, she was like, nah.
Well, it's like everyone, innit? You start with a massive list of jobs, and then by the end of the day, you might have done half of them, but we've done them all.
I mean, you always come across issues, but thankfully we've managed to get everything on, and in good time as well, which is good.
And that is a big milestone.
That is a massive
Seeing
milestone.
this car on wheels is a massive milestone.
It really, and you get a sense of satisfaction, you know, when you've been stripping under seal all the time and you get covered just like I am, and then to see it like this, it just, you know, you can go home smiling basically. So you're done for the day? I'm done for the day. We've done a great bit of filming, haven't we? That's all gone well. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, mate. It's been lovely to meet you. And yeah, hopefully you'll come next time with donuts. Yeah, I've been told I need to bring donuts because the other camera guys bring donuts and I don't. So that was awkward this morning, wasn't it? But yeah, honestly, mate, you've done a great job. Yeah, so thank you very much. Yeah, it's been fantastic, and that's one step closer to getting this Manta restored and back on the road, which is a huge milestone. So yeah, fantastic. Good job, thank you.